Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
Loot Press providing today's news on tomorrow's platform. You can find Loot Press at lootpress.com. Well, Mike, both of these teams are going through their final warm-ups, and it's amazing. As I had a note handed to me, this is the 67th meeting between these two teams, and fittingly so, 33-33. How about that?
That is unbelievable. I was going to say it surprises me, but it really doesn't. I mean, these programs have been such historic programs in the state of West Virginia. And, again, we talk back, and as I watched Coach Barksdale sitting over there on the edge of the bench, just to the heated rivalries, the passion that both teams bring. Again, and I know Woodrow's short-staffed tonight. They're going to be short-handed, missing Maddox McMillan and several other players. But I'll be surprised if at least not in the first half, the intensity level is to the point to where it's worthy of this nightcap action at 8:15.
And, I'll say this, Mike. I think this is one of the things that Coach Kidd for Beckley has spoken about, and Coach Barksdale. Of course, none of the kids playing in this game tonight, as far as Beckley's concerned, were alive or were born back when those classic rivals back when you were playing back in the 90s and even further back. So I think it's good to know the history of Beckley basketball in general, but especially the history of this particular series.
Yeah, 67 meetings, and I'm sitting here trying to think back when the last meeting was, and I cannot think of 2 or 3 games in the last 6 to 8 years.
Well, I know, let's say they've played here before not too long ago, and I remember a Saturday afternoon when I was doing radio that we went to Logan on a Saturday afternoon. Now, they haven't, in my I was 31 years covering Beckley basketball, and I know Logan and Beckley didn't play every year because Logan fell from AAA to AA. Now there's 4 classes, so they didn't play every year. But I only recall Beckley winning twice at Logan in all the years that I went down there to broadcast the game, only 2 wins. And Beckley had taken some of its best teams, and even a team that you were on, and came out of there with an L. That's just how good Logan's been, especially at home. But Beckley over the years have been very good here, but yeah. It's totally different now.
Yeah, and I can tell you in 1992, which was my senior year, was the first year that Coach Barksdale won at the Logan Fieldhouse. I don't know Beckley's record prior to that in Logan, but I know that was Barksdale's first victory. It was 1992.
And, back in 1991, a year before you graduated, Logan won both games in overtime. They won at Logan 114-107. And I know it was over 100 points in this game. And then after Logan won both of those games, then Beckley destroyed them in the semifinals and went on to beat Martinsburg to win the state championship.
Yeah, that was the 1990-91 team. Right here, Greg Bartram. Tink Brown gets a 4-point play. Greg Bartram goes down as time expires with a layup to get that victory. But as you said, Beckley won in Charleston where it counted, beat Logan in I think the quarterfinal round, went on to beat
semifinal round.
Went on to beat Martinsburg in the championship.
So
great
obviously, excuse me there, Mike. Obviously, Beckley will be the home team on the scoreboard wearing the white uniforms.
Yeah. And right now we're having a moment of silence for Dwayne Richardson. Tomorrow's would have been Dwayne Richardson's birthday, kicking off a shoe drive for the high school.
And after this moment of silence, I'll tell you a little bit of history with Dwayne Richardson that you may or may not know. And what I was going to tell you, Mike, before we took that moment of silence, my brother Myron coached Dwayne's dad at Harding High School. And that's how I'll tell you how Dwayne got to Beckley. And like I said, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. But my brother Myron coached him at Harding. And Harding came up here and played Beckley in then what was the WGLS Holiday Tournament. And Beckley beat my brother's team Harding 1 year. And then my brothers came back the next year because he's got that Lowry. If you beat us once, we got to play you again. I don't care if you beat me 50 times, I got to beat you at least one time. So he came back the next year, and his Harding team beat Beckley, and Dwayne Richardson's dad was on that team and one of his better players. So Coach Bolin at the time was at MSU. there was a kid named Rico Greer that ended up going to Pfeiffer, which is in Charlotte, that Coach Boland really liked. And he also liked Dwayne Richardson's dad, Dwayne Sr., and he ended up coming to play at Mountain State University, and he liked the Beckley area so well, he ended up staying here, and that's how he ended up getting here. So there's a connection that Bob and I both have with Dwayne Richardson because, like I said, my brother and Bob both coached his dad. My brother coached him in high school, and then Bob recruited him, and he coached him in college. Like I said, I wasn't aware whether you knew that or not.
I did not know the exact story. Coach Boland has told me a little bit about with Mr. Dwayne Richardson Sr. playing for him, but I didn't know the details of that.
Yeah.
But just another unique, great story about Beckley basketball and the life lost too soon to Dwayne Richardson.
Yeah. So Logan being introduced, they'll wear the traveling royal blue uniforms with Wildcats across the front with white numbers. And for Logan, they're going to go with Scott Browning, Garrett Williamson, Aiden Slack, Jackson Tackett, and Jackson Kogar, a transfer from Westside. And, you know, on Video Productions, we did a couple of Westside football games, and Jackson Kogar was the quarterback for Westside back in the fall.
Yeah, Jackson, a big kid, like you said, played football, starting quarterback at Westside, transferred after the football season, now playing basketball. And I also think Jackson Tackett was a transfer from Man, I believe.
I think you're right. As Beckley is being introduced, there's Elijah Redfern. And also Hawthorne will be in there as well, Braden Hawthorne. And here's a young man that I'm really high on. I understand this young man being introduced, Caleb Gravely. He's a senior, but that he was from Fayetteville, and he played really well. Sam Peck. And rounding out the starting five will be Jalen Walton, a 6'3 freshman. So Beckley's got a youth movement out here on the floor.
Starting two freshmen, and as we talked about, Maddox and some of these kids, Michael Miller's not here. I don't see him on the bench, so you know, obviously you wonder if they're part of the COVID protocol or why they're not out here. But hopefully, you know, they're feeling. Hopefully they're on the mend and going to be back soon.
So they'll have two seniors, and Caleb Gravely, and I don't recall him playing the last couple of years, at least at Beckley. Like I said, I did the radio games. I don't recall him in varsity games. And then, of course, Sam Peck, who is a seasoned player where he played last year. And then, of course, he's been, whether he's been a starter or sixth man, he's been either or. So it's Logan unbeaten, 5-0. Beckley has lost 3 in a row, and we're ready to put the ball in the air. And it'll be Gravely for Beckley. And it will go against Jackson Kogar, will be in the center circle for Logan. And we're ready to get this game underway. The official set, ball in the air, and the tip will be controlled by the Logan Wildcats. So,
Garrett Williamson up top getting the action started. Let's see what Logan runs on their first set.
Of course, Beckley always in that pattern, man-to-man, trying to get a pass inside. Knocked away. But as I look around the arena, Mike, I see a lot of blue. A lot of people from Logan made the trip up here for this game. Here's a baseline shot on the left side, no good. That shot was put up by Browning, and Sam Peck clears the rebound.
Yeah, Scotty Browning come from a big basketball family. Elijah Redfern to the paint, finish, nice finish.
That's a tremendous move, and that's what Elijah Redfern does, and that's what he'll have to do, being able to attack the basket as he gets the game's first hoop.
Had the opportunity to coach Elijah's 5th and 6th grade as we played at the USBA National Championship. And Elijah's a special talent as Logan gets their first bucket.
Yep. Jackson Tackett on the rebound on the putback to draw even. And you can just tell this game's got a lot of intensity in it. And, you know, it hopefully, and I think it will, it means as much to the players playing, obviously, because they're playing in it, but for the old-timers, and I don't know that you're an old-timer, but someone who's an alumni who was a part of this Beckley-Logan rivalry.
Yeah, no, it means a lot to me as an alum, and to have this game here tonight special for us here at New River.
Hawthorne, they leave him open, and he dials it up from 3. And Hawthorne, he's got a nice shot, and that seems to be his spot from the corner.
Yeah, Braden, a long freshman. Got a bright future ahead of him.
And they battle for the loose ball, and Bolton comes out of there with it for Beckley. So Beckley will push it up, and Beckley wants to play fast.
It's very similar to the Shady Logan game where Shady jumped out early, got a double-digit lead. Logan I don't think they're going to be phased too much by this pressure, by the atmosphere.
Nice play by Redfern as he splits the ball screen. And here's Hawthorne on the drive, tough shot. And I like how, once again, very consistent in the officiating, Mike, in pretty much all these games.
Yep, letting them play. Garrett Williamson drives baseline.
Yep. Nice job by Peck to cut him off. Logan around the horn. There's a ball screen, head of the lane. Nice head fake. And a little short shot on the left baseline, no good. They battle for the loose ball. We'll have a held ball, the possession arrow back over to Beckley. But Beckley got wins over Greenbrier East on a last-second Maddox McMillan shot and a win over Bluefield. They've since dropped their last 3, trying to get back into their winning ways. Logan putting on a little pressure. Hawthorne goes in. They double team him. Redfern shaking and baking, spots up 16-footer and banks it in.
After the make, Coach Zach Green's telling Garrett Williamson to push. He's wanting to pick the pace up as well from the Logan perspective.
So Beckley with this early 5-point lead as we're playing 3 minutes here into the ball game. Here's a screen, not able to get the shot off. Around the horn, Logan goes. Beckley does good defense, cutting off the drive on the baseline. And, Mike, I think if Beckley's going to win the game, they got to win it on this end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt. Defensive intensity's up. Garrett Williamson for a 3. Off on the 3.
Yeah, tough shot for Williamson, and back the other way comes Beckley. Because, like we said, we're not sure where all their offense is going to come from outside of Redfern. So Beckley to win, they really got to play excellent defense tonight.
Yeah, we talked about the Cabell Midland score needing to be in the 70s. I think Beckley's going to have to keep this in the 50s to really have a chance. Like you said, it's hard to tell where the points are going to come from other than Peck and Elijah Redfern.
Here they try with the ball screen with Redfern. That's a deep 3, and that's not close. Long rebound comes out to Hawthorne, and it's rejected. But he's able to get it back, and he gets hammered. Good job by Hawthorne, and he'll get to the line.
Yeah, way to battle for Braden Hawthorne, long, lean, freshman. Woodrow's in a position where they just got to value the basketball, value the possession. Again, don't try to get this game up in the 70s and 80s. Braden
Hawthorne at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw on its way, and it's good. And, you know, Mike, it just shows you how the times have changed, because in the past it's always been Beckley. That was the magic number. And I think I remember doing radio when Beckley against in-state teams scored 70 or more points, they won like 85% of their games. And now you're saying, which is true, they got to keep the game into the 50s as Logan takes a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, well, back then when Woodrow was averaging 80, 85 a game, they had 5-6 guys who could fill up the rim. Senior laden team. Now, you know, Woodrow's a different team. I mean, they're young, and Coach Kidd's doing a great job bringing these kids along. But yeah, I really think in that 50-55 range for Woodrow to have a shot. We'll see where we're at when we get towards the end of the game.
And, you know, Mike, this will be – I did the scrimmage game back on December 4th against St. Albans, and I did the past 3 games of Beckley. And Beckley, maybe because it's Logan, but they seem like they got a little more bounce in their step, a little bit more juice about them, you know, in this game tonight. And maybe it could be because the other team, it says Wildcats from Logan on the other team's jersey.
Yeah, this is the first time I've watched Woodrow play live. I watched them on video production, the Greenbrier East game, watched them against Cabell Midland in the little general tournament. Definitely intensity's up on all 10 guys on the floor.
Here's Logan. There's a nice spin and a drive, and what do we got? We've got a turnover as Kogar turns it over. So after Logan tied it at 2, Beckley has scored 7 in a row. And right now, I know it's very early in the game, just halfway through the first quarter, but Beckley's seeking the momentum, and there's going to be a pushing foul on Logan as they will catch Garrett Williamson with his hand in the cookie jar. So it'll be side out. And that'll be the second team foul and the first personal foul on Garrett Williamson. So here's Redfern looking over the Logan defense. Now looks like Logan out of that man-to-man and going to go zone.
Yeah, looks like they're in a 3-2, extending that perimeter.
They double team Hawthorne.
Looks like they feel like they got a size advantage maybe.
Here's Walton in the lane. A little too strong. Williamson comes out of there with the rebound for Logan.
Again, Zach Green encouraging him to push the pace.
There's an open three from the corner, no good. Not able to knock that down. Was Slack, and back the other way with Beckley, and we've got a travel and a turnover on Elijah Redfern.
Yeah, a little quick, but maybe out of control, but Elijah's playing downhill, exactly what Coach Kidd wants. Elijah, again, the catalyst. This team's going to go as Elijah Redfern goes.
And no question, as you mentioned, Mike, they need his scoring, but I think they also need him as a point guard to get other guys involved.
Yeah, he has to take care of the basketball. Again, both teams, as we talked about, on half the value each possession.
Here's a baseline drive. Good defense for Beckley, and now they got a foul. They may get Gravely from behind. Take your pick. You had Gravely on one side, and you had Walton on the other, and I think Gravely will get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, and it was a good call. I mean, I don't think Coach Kidd liked it. Referee's been letting them play, but definitely a hit on the arm there.
So it'll be a couple of free throws, and the first free throw is up and in, and at the free throw line will be Jackson Tackett, and that breaks a 7-0 Beckley run.
Yeah, experienced officiating crew. These guys have came out of the Kanawha Valley Conference, out of Charleston, and again, strong officials for.
Here's Sam Peck on the drive. They cut him off on the baseline, and he throws it away. Good defense by Beckley, cutting Logan off on the drive. There's a short shot in the lane, and we got a Beckley foul.
Aiden Slack slashing to the basket. Great look by Scotty Browning. Just a great basketball play by a great basketball player.
So it'll be a couple of more free throws for Logan. And getting to the free throw line will be Slack, Aiden Slack, a junior. He'll shoot a pair. And the first free throw is good. So Logan right now, Mike, have made all three of their free throw attempts. Beckley's made both of their free throw attempts. Slack will shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity on its way, and a little too strong, but an offensive rebound. And boy, you just hate that as a coach to give up an offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Yeah. The referees are letting them, officials are letting them play, but Logan's going to the offensive glass with much intensity. Woodrow's in there battling.
So here's a young man who I thought played well for Beckley in the last game, King. Nazar King, a 6'3 sophomore. Tall, lanky, very athletic player, is into the lineup for Beckley now.
Again, definitely a youth movement with the injuries and the team and the kids that are out for Beckley.
Logan's defense becoming their offense. They got a steal, but Beckley back in transition. Here's Kogar, shoots a three and can't get the roll. And Walton does a great job of getting the rebound for Beckley. Redfern shaking and baking. Now looks like Logan, Mike, has gotten out of that zone. Looks like they go straight man-to-man here. Redfern, 17-footer straight away, knocks it down.
Tough shot by Elijah Redfern. And this is the third defense that Logan's already switched to here in the first quarter.
Kogar has it taken away by Sam Peck. Redfern down the lane, fall away, high off the glass, no good. Peck with the offensive rebound, 15-footer, no good. Beckley had a couple of good looks there, and they couldn't get it to go. 2-on-1, down the, and there's a hoop in the harm as they'll get Hawthorne for the foul. Count the basket as Browning able to finish right of the lane.
So we look at the Arch Cole replay. Missed shot leads to a fast break. Garrett Williams with Scotty Browning. Good finish. Hoop in the harm. Braden Hawthorne on the foul.
Elijah Waller will check into the Beckley lineup. And the free throw is good. So the three-point play is completed, and Logan has trimmed the lead 2-3. Now Logan, as you mentioned, Mike, just another defense. They played man-to-man zone. Now looks like back to another zone.
Yeah, 1-3-1 they're in now. Got Aiden Slack running the baseline.
Hawthorne with a deep three. It's no good. Here's a run out with Logan. They got numbers. Attacking the basket, puts up the short shot, no good. Nice job by Redfern not to foul. And here's Beckley back the other way. Redfern for three. Got it.
Transition
Splashdown.
Again, as you can see, Logan's wanting to push the tempo. They're wanting to get this game up in the 70s, which is how they like to play.
And that's a good foul. King just reached out and grabbed the arm as we watch the instant replay on the Parmar instant replay. Here's Redfern in the open floor.
Yeah, defense leads the transition. Elijah played great defense on the penetration by Garrett Williamson. Got the turnover outlet, transition 3. Great play, offense and defense by Elijah Redfern.
Tackett at the free throw line for Logan, and that's a miss. So Logan right now is 4 of 6 at the line. And Isaiah Patterson, a 5'10 junior, checks into the Beckley lineup. As Jackson Tackett, a senior, will shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. On its way, he's good. He makes 1 of 2.
Coach Kidd goes deeper into the bench to bring Zan Hill in.
And I'm sure Hill is in there to be a zone buster, to spot up and shoot.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised Braden just was a little long on his last shot, but Braden's another good shooter, and I guess we're going to give Zane a try here.
Last shot time for Beckley, and they force a turnover as Redfern goes from the front court to the back court and turns it over. So with 14 seconds left in the quarter, Mike, Logan will get the final shot, I would think, of this first quarter.
Yeah, and again, the 5th different defense that Logan's shown Beckley, trapping out of the half court. Elijah with that retreat dribble just stepped over the half court line.
So here's Logan. And he'll walk it up. And get a high ball screen for Williamson.
Garrett's a good guard, good point guard, big point guard. Good 6'3", 6'4", shot at the buzzer, comes up short.
Beckley defended that very well. At the end of 1, your score, Beckley 14, Logan 9. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
Mid-State Ford,
and we welcome you back to Beckley. And Mike, we got the crowd really into the game, and what a first quarter it was. Logan will have the first possession of the second quarter, and Beckley up 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Crowd is intense, game is intense. Nice defensive intensity by both teams.
It's a nice low post that time by Williamson, but he couldn't finish, and Beckley able to clear the rebound. The Flying Eagles their first possession of the second quarter, and up 5.
Back in a 1-3-1 zone.
And Hill attacks the basket, and he misses and gets his own rebound, gets it blocked. And Mike, I'm surprised that he didn't shoot it when he was open because he had a look, and Beckley's going to keep the possession. But when he got the ball in the wing, I'm surprised that that's what he's in there for, is to shoot. Instead, he put it on the deck and tried to get to the rim.
Yeah, nice attack, but like you said, the step-in 3 was there, and side out to Beckley underneath the goal.
Patterson with a nice move with the left hand, he scores. That was a nifty move. This equals the largest lead of the game at 7. And we're just about a minute in here to the second quarter. But definitely playing, look like with a different purpose here tonight. And maybe, like I said, because the opponent's Logan, and back the other way. Here come the Flying Eagles. Redfern attacks the rim, and they get him for travel. He turns it over.
1-on-4, being aggressive for sure. Coach Kidd's asking for a foul, but
But you got to play through things like that. You know, he thought he was fouled. You don't get the call. You can't get frustrated. You got to keep playing.
Yeah, 16-9. Beckley's playing a great first quarter into the second quarter. They got to maintain the intensity.
And right now the story has really been the Beckley defense. And they force a turnover. But Beckley, and like I said, if Beckley's going to continue the way, if they're to continue the pace and continue to do what they're doing, it's got to start on the defensive end of the floor.
Absolutely.
So Logan tried to extend the pressure, trying to take the ball out of Redfern's hands. Now Redfern backs it out, looks, surveying the defense, gets the call from Coach Kidd.
Running the double team. Elijah Waller, number 30's checked in. Another good young player. Nice look. Zane Hill basket underneath.
Beautiful pass by King to Hill to lay it up and in. Beckley has doubled them up. Largest lead of the game right here at 9. Here's a ball screen. Here's a 3, and that's not even close. Good defense by Elijah Redfern. As that shot by Williamson, not close. Here's a long pass to Waller. Throws it to Patterson. Puts up the short shot and scores. And Logan takes the timeout. Yep.
2 big baskets by Patterson. Get the replay here before the Arch Cole replay. Elijah Waller saves it underneath. Patterson battling, rebound, 2 points. And we're going to see, I mean, you know, Logan's 5-0, down 20-19, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Coach Zach Green's leading these troops over there. Again, the defensive intensity from both teams has been outstanding. Again, Elijah Redfern doing a great job leading this team. Even though a few bad possessions on Beckley, still up 11, Coach Kidd's got to be happy with where they're at now.
And here's the thing, too, Mike, talking about Logan. Playing on the road, you're down double digits. Maybe he's going to find out a little bit about his team and the character they have if they can play through this and fight their way back.
Yeah, I agree. Logan's a very good team.
Very talented team. They get the ball inside. Togar right of the lane, too strong. But Logan's done a good job on the offensive boards. But Beckley's defense has been very good here tonight. And they've held this Logan team as we're, Mike, 3 minutes into the second quarter, and Logan don't have but 9 points. And they've made it tough, and that shot is short. They've made it very difficult on Logan on the offensive end. Beautiful pass by Redfern, and now it's taken away. Beckley back in transition. Logan going to the basket. A little short shot up and in by Slack.
Yeah, great look in the last possession by Elijah Redfern. Waller couldn't handle the pass. Turnover, back transition on Logan, 2 points.
Here's Elijah Redfern. Get the ball inside to King. And he spins, and the ball is free. It's out of bounds. It's a turnover.
Yeah, 2 wasted possessions by Beckley. Again, 2011, up 9. Just got to continue doing what they're doing, value the basketball.
So 4.5 to go here in the first half. And there's definitely a foul there. I mean, you know, the officials, you know, that's one thing about it, and all that I've talked to all week, Mike. They don't want to blow the whistle, but on a play like that, I mean, when there's an obvious foul, obviously you have to call it.
Right, Elijah Waller trying to get through that screen, grabbed hold of him, pulled him down. So
that's the 15th foul on Beckley, the first on Waller.
Beckley a little undersized height-wise, but really battling on the boards, playing real physical underneath.
Their defense, a lot of help defense. Their defense has been very good up to now. And there's a pass down low, wide open as Kogar able to finish right of the lane.
Great look by Garrett Williamson.
So Logan has been able to put a back-to-back hoops together, and they've got it down again to single digits. Redfern, that's a tough shot. And then it's going to be out of bounds, Logan. But that was a really tough shot by Elijah Redfern.
Yeah, it was. And, again, probably not what Coach Kidd wanted at that point in time, but I think we're going to get us a Parmar replay here on the look to Jackson Koger from Garrett Williamson. Just slow rotation on the backside for Beckley.
So it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. But, Mike, you know, we're looking, even though it's 20-13 with 3:49 left in the first half, and maybe we thought there'd be a little bit more point scoring, but it's been very entertaining. The action has really been baseline to baseline, and very entertaining game, and you could tell this doesn't feel like your normal regular season game, and I think because it is Beckley against Logan.
Yeah, no doubt, and as I've said several times, off the defensive rebound, Coach Zach Green is encouraging and pushing his team to advance the ball in the front court and go fast. So he's obviously wanting to play fast, thinks that's going to be to his advantage, and we'll see how Beckley responds to that as we get deep into the second quarter here.
So out of the timeout, Logan has the possession. They've scored the last 2 times they've had it, trying to get a little close and cut into that Beckley lead. They get the ball inside. Now, 2-man game. They throw it out for a 3, and they can't get it to go, but there they are on the offensive glass, and there's a Beckley foul. And that's a good job by Tackett, able to knife in between the Beckley defenders, Mike, grab that rebound and draw the foul.
Yeah, Jackson Tackett been a great addition to Logan. Very, very integral part of their 5-0 start this year.
So a couple of free throws for Tackett. First one on its way and is good. So Logan is 6 of 8 at the free throw line. And here comes the 9th free throw attempt by the Wildcats. He got them both. 7 of 9 is Logan. And they've trimmed that 11-point lead to 5 as Logan currently on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson picking up Elijah Redfern full court. Look for them to run that trap at him. Try to get the ball out of his hand.
Patterson puts up the 15-footer, no good. Beckley's gone cold a little bit. And here comes Logan on the move. Kogar into the lane, 10-footer, got it.
6 straight points.
That's 8 straight.
8 straight.
Yep, they were down 11. Now they've cut it to 3. 8 straight Logan points, and they're back in it. But like you said, Mike, the key is that they want to get the ball out of Elijah Redfern's hands. Make somebody else beat him. There's a beautiful pass, and nice play by Patterson.
Yeah, and as long as Elijah continues to play within the flow of the offense, get his teammates involved, he's going to lead this team to great heights, and just a great look, great dish there to Patterson.
Logan looking over the Beckley defense. Around the horn they go. Here's a 3 ball on its way. Splash! A 3 by Williamson. But you got to love the flow and the intensity of this game. Now Beckley trying to set a ball screen, and there's a steal.
Yeah, great hedge by Jackson Tackett on the screen.
And a good job by Redfern. A, not giving up the layup, and B, not fouling him as we watch this 3 ball, this instant replay on the Art Cole.
Yeah, ball reversal. Garrett Williamson step in 3. Big bucket.
Here's a short shot from the left side, no good, a little too strong, and Beckley comes out of there with the rebound. Logan had an opportunity to tie with that possession. And here's Hill driving to the basket, and he gets the ball over to Walton. Patterson, who's played well off the bench for Beckley, he's got 6 points.
Yeah, Logan is full denying Redfern, trying to keep the ball out of his hand. Really challenging Woodrow to get another ball handler.
Yep. Walton down low and throws it away. But you're right, they want to get the ball obviously out of Redfern's hand, make somebody else beat them either from the perimeter or off the dribble. Here's a 3 for the lead for Logan, and it's short. Battle for the rebound, and Walton comes out of there with it. Redfern races the ball up the floor. Nice pass, yes. Down to Hill, who finishes left of the lane.
Elijah's such a facilitator. I mean, he can get to the rim, makes great decisions.
And you got to pick him up because he can also score. That makes him, twice as dangerous. But Logan's pulling it out, and with 50 seconds left in the half, Mike, I wouldn't think Logan's going to wait for the final shot.
Yeah, typically that's not what happens, but they may, considering how they played and shot, they may wait. Looks like they're going to try to wait for the last shot.
Yeah, they may not want to give Beckley another possession here in the first half. But they're down 4, and they're pulling it out.
Yeah, and Coach Kidd's imploring his defense, we need a stop, we need a stop. So he's going to wait He's going to let him take the last shot, and hopefully his defense steps up. And about 15 seconds getting ready to wind down. Look for them to go about 12 seconds.
Down to the final 5 seconds. They're going to get a shot up. Down low. Nice move up and under. What a reverse bucket just ahead of the buzzer. That was a sensational play, and Logan draws within 2 at the break.
Yeah, great offense. Jackson Tackett gets it underneath, dribbles the baseline, reverse, spin. I think we're going to get us a Parmar replay on that last bucket.
That was a tremendous move as we watch it here before we go to break.
Jackson Tackett spins, baseline, up, under, ball reverse spin. Very, very nice.
And left his hand just ahead of the buzzer to beat the clock. At the break, Beckley's lead is 2, 24-22. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. And at the break, Mike, we've got a great game. It's a 24-22 lead for Beckley. Beckley's lead was 5 at the end of the first quarter, 14-9. But it's been a battle, and right now, if you're Beckley coach Ron Kidd, you really got to be pleased because you are very short-handed tonight, and you knew that you weren't going to have Keenan Cook because they're probably not going to have him the rest of the way. But no Maddox McMillan tonight, no Landon Wolf tonight, no Mike Miller tonight, and other guys have stepped up.
Yeah, and Michael Miller would have been a big body for them to go against Logan's size. But, no, I agree. Coach Kidd has to be ecstatic about where his team's at. You know, they're up 2 points at halftime. The defensive intensity has been as intense and as that I've seen. And, again, I've only watched Beckley play once live, but I have watched video production. And they've come out with an intensity that it's going to take. Again, when you're shorthanded, you're going to have to figure out a way to get those wins. And, again, I say Beckley needs to keep it in the 50s. Right now we're 24 points in, halfway there. So, Beckley's put themselves in a place and a chance to be successful tonight.
And, Mike, on the flip side, I think if you're Logan, you're thinking maybe we didn't play our best basketball on the road and we're only down 2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think Coach Zach Green's a little bit disappointed. As you can watch, I like to watch the coaches on the sideline, and every defensive rebound they get, I mean, he's imploring his people to go, go, go. He's wanting them to play fast, and I think he believes that's an advantage for them. And, again, we'll see how this second half starts off in the third quarter. But as a coach, you can – the first 2 minutes of the third quarter is the most important of the game, again, especially when it's a close game like we are, a 2-point game at the half.
Well, Mike, as we're here talking, they've got some entertainment going on out here as they are, I guess, sending New River Community Technical College T-shirts.
Yep, we got T-shirts we're giving out, some stress basketballs that Dr. Bonnie Copenhaver, our president, is out. She is such a supporter of this event. She's been president of New River now for going on just over 3 years, and she has really led this institution to great heights, and I look forward to what the future holds. But again, she's not typically a sports person, but I can tell you that this is our 4th year, the second year we were here was her first day on the job, and she has not missed a game in the last 3 years. So.
Well, I spoke to her all this week and in previous years, and I've gotten to know her over the years, and, this is just a great event that you guys do.
Well, and I appreciate that, Maris. Again, there's a lot of, in addition to our staff and our volunteers at New River, our sponsors, the media, the fans that come out, our coaches, school administrators, county superintendents and boards of education. Again, it's just as the tournament director, and this is my baby. We started this 4 years ago as a way to get New River's message out to the parents. We did a great job of getting into high schools and letting the kids know about the wonderful things at New River, but that wasn't translating home to the parents. So, being a sports person, being involved in sports, I knew that if we could have a successful event like this, have parents, grandparents come out, talk about all the wonderful things at New River, this event would be a success. And it's grown leaps and bounds. When we first started as a one-day event, never thought we would be at 6 days in our 4th year. But again, once we wrap up tonight, we'll start planning for next year. We're looking like we're going to be the first week of January of 23, January 2nd through the 7th. And we're already planning, already talking to teams, already talking to coaches, and getting commitments for everybody to come back next year. And another exciting year of basketball. But this is our signature event. I said earlier, other than our commencement of our graduation of our students, this is the next biggest thing that we do here at New River. And, again, we just appreciate everyone's involved.
Well, Mike, I've been able to be a part of this ever since the inception, and 4 years later I'm still here. And like I said, it's been a great event. As we're going to take our final halftime break, we'll come back. We'll get you ready for the second half. Beckley up 24-22. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar Convenience Stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
The cabins at Pine Haven's beautiful luxury log cabins and treehouse rentals are the perfect place for a short romantic getaway, business trip, or extended West Virginia vacation. We offer tree houses, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom cabins, and a 4-bedroom lodge and conference facility. With our beautiful views and fun on-site activities, we are the perfect place to host a family reunion, wedding, or just get together and spend some time with close friends. We are very conveniently located on Airport Road, only 1 mile off I-64, just south of Beckley in Raleigh County, West Virginia. For more information, visit cabinsatpinehaven.com.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
The most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as Kyle Ward is our cameraman, Andrew Boland producing and directing, along with Mike Green. I'm Maris Lowry, and Mike, the final half of the final game of this 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational ready to commence, and it's a 2-point Beckley advantage. And Beckley pretty much held the lead pretty much the entire first half, and Beckley will inbound for the first possession of quarter number 3.
Yeah, great first half. Looking forward to the second half. See what adjustments the coaches make here. It looks like they're in a 1-3-1 trapping in the corner.
And they force a turnover, as you mentioned, Mike, a 1-3-1 trap in the corner, and Hawthorne turns it over. So here's Logan with the chance to tie or even grab the lead. And they go a nice backdoor cut and a nice layup and an and one. And like I said, they have an opportunity to perhaps take the lead if Williamson can finish the free throw. But that was a tremendous backdoor cut as we watch the instant replay.
Yeah, got some high post action. Feed it into the high post. Garrett Williamson goes backdoor for the hoop and the harm.
And at the line, the free throw is good, and Logan is in front. And Logan has shot free throws really well. They've made 8 of 10. Redfern into the lane. A scoop shot doesn't go.
Beckley was up 11 at one point. They're now down 1. Again, they have to value the basketball. Scotty Browning with the turnaround jumper from the paint.
And Mike, while you were talking, I was looking at my sheet. Logan had it tied at 2, but when they got that 3-point play the last trip, that was their first lead as Sam Peck dials up a 3, and it's short. And here comes Logan. And Mike, we always talk about the first couple of minutes of the second half. Well, Logan has come out hot. Here's a 3 from the right corner, no good. And they get the offensive rebound, which they've been doing pretty much throughout the game, and a nice block shot by Gravely.
Yeah, Scotty Browning followed a missed 3 with his own rebound, blocked by Gravely, got the ball back. Garrett Williamson up top trying to reset his group.
And as you mentioned earlier, Mike, Logan's down as many as 11 that first half, have now rallied to take a 3-point lead. Here's a 3 ball on the right side. Back iron no good. Fight for the rebound, and Beckley has it. And they throw it away. And here's Kogar attacking the rim, and he'll finish with the left hand, left of the lane. And a quick 7-0 run for Logan right out of the locker room, Mike, just almost 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, very important. Got to get a bucket for your Beckley.
Yep, and Redfern takes the shot, can't get it to go. Here comes the Logan Wildcats. Kogar attacks the rim, lays it up and in. Beckley needs a timeout, and they'll take it.
Well, and as we talked about earlier, Coach Zach Green's wanting his team to get up and down. Here we go, 9 straight, I believe. But they're wanting to get out and run the floor. He knows his team. He knows his strengths, and he's just staying with what they do.
We'll keep it here because we're not quite 2 minutes in to the third quarter. And, Mike, that's what we talked about all the time. You know, the first 2.5 minutes of the second half. And Logan went from being down 2 to up 7 as they score the first 9 points here, and not quite 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, definitely not what Coach Kidd was hoping for when they came out, but probably exactly what Coach Zach Green was wanting to see.
But if you're Beckley, you've got to find a way, and like I said, we've said it before, you know what Elijah Redfern brings you, but you got to find somebody else to step up. Isaiah Patterson off the bench played well for Beckley, but now as we move forward into the second half, they've got to be able to find a second score, somebody that can take the pressure off a little bit of Elijah Redfern.
Yeah, I mean, and defensively, I mean, they've not played bad. I mean, I know it's a 9-0 run, but I think it's the offensive end, the turnovers, the poor shots that has led to these run-outs for this 9-0 run. So Beckley's intensity still up. You know, we'll see how they respond. I'm sure Coach Kidd is, you know, with the youth that he has, he's trying to figure out how they're going to respond to adversity. And again, Coach Zach Green's trying to get the ball out of Redfern's hands.
Yeah, they want to pick Redfern up as far away from the basket as they can. And King tries to get the ball inside. It's going to be a turnover. Nope, Beckley will maintain the possession. But I think this is a big possession, a big offensive trip for Beckley. They've yet to score. We played over 2 minutes here in the second half. Redfern's got a good look from three, knocks it down. That's a big hoop.
And Elijah's got an all-around game. I mean, he can shoot, he can penetrate, he can dish. He's got great handles, great future.
Here's a three ball for Logan. They answer right back. That three ball by Slack. Redfern for three. We got a three-point shooting contest. 3 straight possessions. 2 by Beckley and 1 by Logan, and they've each dialed up the long ball. But Logan, Mike, you know, I think you agree, they've got more options on offense, and Redfern has been the main option for Beckley on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and Elijah just got to stay within the flow, keep his team involved, and he'll be fine. You know, try not to do too much, but, you know, like I said, he's been a great facilitator for the first half, knocked down 2 back-to-back threes. Just try not to do too much.
There's a nice drive off the window. Logan able to keep the possession alive, and Williamson on the take.
You still suck, 11. You can't be held.
So Beckley back the other way. Logan is led by many as 9. The lead 6 now. Beckley had an 11-point lead back in the first half. Redfern might have got away with a walk there, and the ball was knocked free. Beckley able to maintain the possession. You saw me moving my chair back, Mike. I thought they were going to land right on our table as they get the ball inside to King, and he can't finish. I thought for sure the ball was coming over here. That's why I was moving my chair back, thinking they would end up on my lap. 3 from the left corner is no good, but there's Kogar on the putback right of the lane.
Beckley had the position on rebounding, but just the size straight up over the top.
Beckley turns it over.
Another great defensive rotation by Logan, getting it out of help side, getting the backside pass. Scotty Browning for 3.
Splash down the 3 ball. And just like that, it's an 11-point advantage, and Beckley wants a 30-second timeout. But, Mike, just goes to show you how the game flipped when Beckley at one point back in the second quarter had an 11-point lead, and now they're down 11.
Yeah, I mean, the game, again, we go to the Parmar replay with pushing it up. Scotty Browning in the corner, shot, just a pure shooter from a pure basketball family. Marshall alum, I believe his older brother is. But, again, you know, Logan's 5-0. They're number 1 in AAA for a reason. And, again, you know, Woodrow, as you said, was up 11, now down 11. You have to regroup. Coach Kidd needs to implore his guys to stay focused, stay with the game plan. And, again, as you're dealing with young kids, young athletes, probably not been in this situation. Nice big crowd here at the Armory tonight. And, again, Logan's a really good basketball team.
Yes, they are. You know, Beckley led 20-9 back in that second quarter, and now Logan up 41-30. So they've really flipped the script on Beckley. And here's Beckley in much need of a hoop, and they turn it over again. Logan's got numbers, 2-on-1. Will they get an easy layup? Yes, they will. Right of the lane by Browning on the finish.
I think that's 7 straight by Browning.
Yep.
2 or 3 and another layup.
Here's Hill wide open from the corner. He can't connect, and Logan on a run out. And maybe a little bit of the inexperience too, Mike, for Beckley might be kind of catching up with them as well. Biggest lead of the game right here for Logan at 13.
And it could get away from him real quick, as you said.
Well, you know, I've always said that's why they play 4 quarters and 2 halves. And Nice drive. Beckley does a good job defensively, cutting it off. Logan around the horn. Open three. Got it. You just cannot give that kind of space to these shooters.
Scotty Browning. I mean, last year, 2 big game winners as the buzzer beaters for Logan. Elijah Redford a little bit short, but yeah, Scotty Browning's feeling it. He's going to the corner wanting. He's wanting the ball.
And right now, Mike, it's a 24-6 run. Contact, count the basket, and right now, Logan is threatening to run Beckley right out of the building. They've taken the lead to 18.
Yep, 2 straight turnovers, outlets. Garrett gets to the basket. Williamson, hoop harm, foul on Zane Hill.
And Logan has been really good at the foul line. They've made 8 of their 10 free throw attempts. And Williamson trying to polish off a three-point play and give Logan their biggest lead of the game at 19 if he can do that. And he does. So very impressed with Logan. Like I said, Mike, at halftime I was saying they didn't play this. Peck with the little floater can't get it to go. Maybe they didn't play their best game, but boy, the third quarter, they really dialed it up, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
And there's yet another easy layup, right of the lane.
I think that's
Maynard.
That's 27 points, I believe, already here in the third quarter with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, they had 22 at the break, and they got 51 now.
29.
Peck puts up, able to get the tip and kind of maybe stop the bleeding momentarily. But, wow, what a display for Logan coming out of the locker room here in this third quarter. There's a shot up, no good for Logan and Beckley with Redfern. Attacking the basket, puts up the shot right of the lane with the left hand. Beckley able to put together back-to-back hoops. But I saw Logan going to hold it for the final shot of this third quarter as we go under a minute. But Logan has exploded here in this third quarter from being down 24-22 to open up this 17-point lead and going for the final shot of the third.
Scotty Browning stays up top. Just going to sit there unless Woodrow tries to push him off, extending pressure a little bit.
And if you're Beckley, I don't know that you really want to come out too much and open up driving lanes and penetration and then, find the spot-up shooter.
Yeah, just burning clock. Typically, you like to go 10 to 12 seconds, give yourself a chance for a quick little putback. And there they go.
There's an open look. In and out, no good. They got a good shot. They just didn't make it. Beckley's got a chance, and they turn it over. So Logan's going to get another crack at it with 1.9.
Yeah. We'll see what side out of bounds play they have. I'm gonna look for Scotty Browning coming off of a screen for a quick shot.
Throw it into the corner. There it is.
Scotty
3.
Browning.
Oh, in and out. And that's how the third quarter ends. At the end of 3. It is Logan 51, Beckley 34. We're headed to the final quarter as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
J104.5, blasting the biggest hits across 31 counties in 5 states and waking you up with the Kid Craddock Morning Show. J104.5.
So, got an Alexa device?
What can I do for you now?
You can stream us while you're getting dinner ready in the kitchen, while you're getting ready for work in the bathroom, while kicking back relaxing in the living room, or even while entertaining friends on the deck and patio.
Just say, hey Alexa, enable the J104 skill. Then listen anytime. Simply say, hey Alexa, play J104.
We're headed to the fourth quarter. I'm Maris Lowry along with Mike Green. And, Mike, that was a third-quarter explosion by Logan. They were down 2 at the break. They take a 17-point lead into the final quarter. Here's a spot up 3 on the left side. It's short, but there's Kogar with the offensive rebound. The putback is short, and Sam Peck comes out of there with it.
Yeah, Logan really made a great adjustment at halftime, trying to take the ball out of Redfern's hand.
And an offensive foul now on Elijah Redfern. Coach Kidd not happy with the call. So Beckley, after scoring 24 in the had 14 in the first quarter, and they had a 10-point second and a 10-point third.
Yeah, again, like I said, I think Woodrow is going to have to keep it in the 50s to have a chance. And
I wouldn't think they would hold Logan the way Logan shot, and especially hitting the 3. They're going that's 54 now, and I don't think they're going to hold him in the 50s.
Yeah, well, early on they had 9 in the first quarter, 22 at the half, and so to have a chance to win. But like I said, they came out with a big third quarter. Great adjustment by Coach Zach Green. Does a great job at Logan.
And there's a steal. A minute here into the fourth quarter. It's a 20-point advantage. And Redfern, that could be viewed perhaps as an intentional foul. He didn't make a play on the ball, and I don't think they're going to call it that way, but they could have.
Well, they're talking about it now. Scott Brown, one of the officials, is meeting with Tim Klein to see.
It easily could have been, and they're just going to say a foul on the drive, and that'll be 2 free throws for Scott Browning. But it easily could have been, I thought, an intentional foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the first free throw is good, and Logan has been really good at the line. They've made 10 of 12 in the game. And they've got now a 21-point advantage. Boy, this game really changed in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first half was, again, defensive intensity, excitement, and Logan just really came out, again, made those adjustments and pretty much turned out the lights there in the third quarter.
Here's Patterson, who had a good first half, shoots it a little strong, but Beckley keeps the possession. A little runner by Hawthorne, needs a roll, can't get it, and they battle for the rebound, and the possession arrow, or maybe Logan was out of bounds because the arrow is pointing toward Logan. But Beckley's going to get to keep the possession. So Logan trying to remain undefeated, and Beckley trying to avoid their 4th consecutive loss. Redfern, a nice drive to the basket, can't get it to go. Philly was fouled, no whistle. And we'll go back the other way with Logan. Logan running their offense. Got cutters and beautiful cut to the basket. That's old style basketball. You turn your head for a minute, Browning breaks to the hoop, catches, shooting, scores.
Yeah, Braden Hawthorne knows how to play man-to-man, knows how to just slow, jump into the basketball, backdoor cut, layup for Scotty Browning.
Beckley turns it over. They got the big fella running the break with a pass right of the lane and a bucket by Tackett. And now it's become blowout city now.
Again, Logan flexing their muscle. I'm telling you, when 5-0, they've already beat Shady Spring, and I think they're really going to put their stamp and try to put the stamp on their number 1 ranking as Shady. I think they come to Shady January the 20th, I believe.
Yeah, watch this backdoor cut. And if I'm not assigned to work a video production game, I definitely will be at that game because this is a very good basketball team. And as you mentioned, Mike, when we did Shady is very deep. Logan is very deep. And it just might come down to who can make one more play than the other guy.
Yeah, both teams are skilled. Like I said, at Logan, Shady was up, I think, 9, maybe even 11 early in the first half. Come back, end up losing by 7 or maybe 9. But, yeah, I mean, that will be probably one of the games of the year here later this month when Logan comes to Shady.
And, Mike, as you were talking, I looked up the final score. It was 57-49, and I'm surprised that Logan able is good, and I know Logan's very good, but to hold Shady just to 49 points, less than 50, and to have a game low scoring like that. Because you would think with the way these teams played, that would be up in the 70s or maybe, up in the 80s.
Yeah, but again, Coach Olson, Coach Zach Green, they both pride themselves on defense. While they both want to play up-tempo fast, but defense is what they hang their hat on, and I think that score was probably reflective of that.
Yeah, and ultimately for both of them, as good as they are offensively, to win the championship as Sam Peck hits the baseline shot, they're going to have to get it done on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and I look for Shady and Logan after the game at Shady, probably see each other in Charleston as well come March. But
Cole Blankenship put up that last three. Here's Heel for a three for Beckley. And splash down for Heel.
Coach Zach Green takes a timeout after 5 straight points.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. We'll watch the instant replay.
Arch Cole instant replays. Peck to the wing for Zane Hill step-in three. Again, cuts that lead to 21 with 4:30 to go. I'm sure Coach Kidd's trying to keep his kids interested in the game and work towards the next game, trying to build off of a great first half.
Well, Mike, that was my question to you. Now, I know they're not going to give up. They're going to fight and claw for this next 4.5 minutes. But realistically, down 21, are they playing for future games what they're doing with some of the strategies that they're talking about now? I mean, like I said, I know they're going to continue to play hard, but it does seem like this is going to be a very difficult, to think Beckley with just 4.5 minutes to go, they can overcome this 21-point deficit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a tough road to hoe for those, but yeah, I mean, Coach Kidd's going to look, he's going to check and see what his kids are made out of. If you're going to come in here 21 down with 4 to go and give up and not fight, but I can tell you that's not Beckley basketball. These kids are going to come out, they're going to work hard, they're going to battle. Little surprised to see Elijah on the bench here with 4 to go, but again, Coach Kidd's going to challenge his kids to see what they're made of, make sure they continue to play that defensive intensity and effort that he expects.
MJ Staples checks into the lineup for Beckley. And Logan with his 21-point advantage.
They got Scotty Browning and Garrett Williamson both on the bench, so trying to get some playing time for other kids.
There's Blankenship with the three, and Hawthorne skies for the rebound on the missed shot. Hawthorne trying to dribble through traffic, and Logan gets a steal, but they can't convert the layup. And another just kind of a wild play there up underneath the basket. Guy down in the lane, and 2 Logan players down in the lane and not able to convert. Staples with it now. Under the 4-minute mark for the game. Staples, count if it goes, it doesn't go, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line. And, Beckley's only got to the line. It's another key thing, Mike. Beckley's only got to the line 2 times tonight.
Yeah, and again, I think twofold there. One, Logan has done a great job of ball pressure, pressuring the ball, making Elijah get the ball out of his hands. But secondly, other than Elijah, they're really not attacking downhill. They're not putting pressure on Logan as a defense, which in turn only has you 2 free throws here deep into the 4th quarter.
So Logan has gotten to the line 13 times, and they've made 11 of them. This will be the 4th free throw that Beckley's taken. They're 2 of 3 up to this point, as Staples will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity on its way. And he missed them both. And Logan clears the rebound. So Beckley's got some work ahead of him. And there's a turnover on Logan.
Yeah.
And I do believe Beckley's next game, I got their schedule somewhere. I think they're on the road at Princeton, but they may not be able to play that game because we're not sure. I think that's either Tuesday or Wednesday at Princeton. And Princeton going through COVID, because I know, Mike, you at Independence were supposed to play on Monday, and that game's not going to happen as Hill shoots an air ball.
Yeah, great effort. Both, look at this, Peck and Hawthorne on the floor, along with Derek Browning. Again, down 21 points. Like I said, Coach Kidd, obviously this game hasn't turned out the way, but he's got a young group. I talked to him yesterday morning while we were both here at the convention center, and he's excited about his young group. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to bring him along slow and hope that the Flying Eagle faithful hang with him, because the future as far as I'm concerned, Beckley basketball has got a good young group of kids who have an opportunity to put this program back on where it belongs, and that's in Charleston.
There's Tackett scoring up underneath, left alone for the easy bucket. And we've got a whistle, and I'm not sure what we got.
Yeah, we got
one of the basketballs that I think that was thrown into the crowd. Somebody from the crowd. I don't know if I didn't see what had happened. I just knew it was on the floor.
Yeah, it dropped off of the up top of the balcony there onto the floor.
But Mike, as we wind down under 3 minutes for this game, once again, you and your staff for putting on another great tournament, the 4th year of this New River Community and Technical College Invitational, and it's been a great week of basketball, and I'm really fortunate that I've been able to be a part of all 4 years of it.
Yeah, well, you hit it on the head. It's the staff that makes it work. Not only, our institutional advancement team at New River consists of about 8 to 10 people that have been here every night, every day in preparation and also working this event. And the college itself, we've got over 15 volunteers that have volunteered. So it's a definite team effort. When we talk about basketball being a team sport, pulling this invitational off for the 4th straight year has definitely been a team effort. As Logan turns it over with a player control foul. Yeah. Braden Hawthorne takes a nice little charge there as Beckley brings it back into the front court.
And Mike, over the years, I've known you for many years, and I was broadcasting games as Peck gets a shot block. I was broadcasting games when you were playing high school, so that's how far you and I go back. As Patterson gets a bucket, but I've also over the years I've got to know and meet a lot of the staff that you work with, and what a great job all of them do, and they all do their part, and that's what it does to make a team. Everybody's got to do their part.
Yeah, we have a great team. I mean, again, our advancement team consists of our communication, our recruiters, our admissions department. So anything outward facing of New River falls under our department here in advancement, and just overall, a great team. Everyone's bought into. I feel like coach speak a lot of time when we're talking about the team buying in, but that's also our team at New River. They're buying in to trying to do, this is obviously a non-traditional event for a community college that doesn't have athletics. And again, just very happy of the success we've had and so many people involved in it.
Here's a jump shot for Logan. Of course, Mike, this sports is a reflection of life. I mean, or vice versa, however you want to say that. But as Hill finishes with the layup right of the lane, so, there's many lessons that you learn from sports that you can take with you in life, of course.
Yeah, I mean, teamwork, adversity, how you handle adversity, how you handle success is one of those things that, and I tell people all the time. I tell our team at Independence, I mean, winning is a learned you're not just born a winner.
Right.
You have to learn how to win, and when you get in these big games, and like I said, this Woodrow team, they'll learn, they'll figure it out. They've had a lot of success in travel ball in middle school as Braden Hawthorne knocks down a 3 from the top of the key. And I'm just telling you, those Beckley fans out there that are listening to us, hang with Coach Kidd, hang with these kids. I've watched them grow up, and Redfern and Waller and Hawthorne and all these kids. They're going to put Beckley back on the map.
Here's Beckley Hawthorne as he puts up a short shot, no good. Hill gets the rebound, no good. But the one thing I can tell you, and I've known this from working side by side with Ron Kidd for pretty much his entire coaching career, that his teams have always gotten better as the season goes on, and obviously that's a sign of a well-coached team.
Yeah, Coach Kidd does a great job. And
play out the string here, and that's going to be the ball game, and it will go final. So the final score, Logan defeats Beckley 64-46. Logan is undefeated as they'll still stay that way with this victory. They'll go 6-0. Beckley's now lost 4 in a row and will go to 2-4 as we close the curtain on a very great week of basketball. New River Community and Technical College Invitational. And Mike, like I said, I know you wear a lot of hats. The tournament director, coach of Independence, and now for 3 games tonight, coming over here helping me, color analyst, and I really appreciate you doing that. And we had a lot of fun in these 3 games, and maybe we can do it again another time, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it too. I appreciate the opportunity. Glad I was able to, again, that goes back to that great staff where I was able to come here and sit with you for 3 games. And hopefully we don't have too many sponsors requesting their money back after I had to sit in and do these games with you.
Well, I don't think about
fun.
that. I don't think so. But, because you bring, obviously, from being the tournament director and being a head coach, you bring a lot of different insight to not just the game but to the entire event.
Well, and again, I hope so. Like I said, I hope I was able to contribute something. That's what, we work on every day. We just try to get better every day, whatever we're doing, whether it's basketball, life, work, and obviously here, you guys do a great job from the top at Butch Mounds down to the announcers, having Jeff Campbell and Soup here earlier is a college friend of mine I've known for 30 years, and obviously Coach Bob Bolin, and, being able to sit here next to you and Andrew tonight, it's been my honor. And, again, I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. We're going to take a post-game break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this up. Once again, the final score, Logan, they remain undefeated. They go to 6-0. They beat Beckley 64-46. Beckley's now lost 4 in a row and will fall to 2-4. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th Annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar Convenience Stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
We welcome you back to Beckley as we're going to put a bow on this and wrap this up quickly. Final score of the final game of this 2022 4th Annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational. Logan remains undefeated as they defeat Beckley 64-46. Logan is now 6-0. Beckley will lose for the 4th straight time. They will go to 2-4. We want to thank the entire staff of New River Technical and Community College for everything they've done, and our staff here at the game site. Kyle Ward, who did an outstanding job as the cameraman. Andrew Bolin, who did a great job producing and directing. And for Bob Bolin, Eric Thomas, and Mike Green, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Logan defeats Beckley 64-46. Logan continues to be undefeated, 6-0. Beckley has lost their 4th straight game. They are 2-4. And we tell you good night, everybody.